Yes, fight fans, body and mind sports, welcome. You are fully appreciated if you are here for another session of boxing talk, my people. And in this round, my guys, I have some news for you concerning Deonte Wilder, my people. So without any further delay, let's just get right into it, my guys, my people. And so Deontay Wilder, who once upon a time was the WBC world heavyweight champion, my guys, my people, up until 2020 when he lost that title to Tyson Fury, my guys. He had already fought Fury before, I believe, in 2018, I believe, maybe 19, but my mind is going towards 2018, my people. And he fought Fury to a draw that first time round, lost to Fury in the second fight in 2020, and with it his title as well. He lost to Fury via a seventh round KO that came after after a brutal beating, my guys. I can't lie to you people. And the same also in their third fight. Deontay Wilder had a chance to reclaim back his title, unable to do so, after getting beaten in the same fashion as in their second fight, my guys. This time round though with an 11th round KO, my guys, my people, and that was in 2021, my people. Since then, he took a 12 months hiatus to get himself ready for another fight. And he came back with a bang against Robert Helenius. Highly expected for Deontay Wilder to win that, and with a KO as well, because never in all my time of watching boxing have I ever looked at Robert Helenius and thought he was a top tier fighter. Average at best, even then, a lower tier, average fighter, my guys. But a good win nonetheless for Deontay Wilder, my people, because it was something, a stepping stone for him to build upon, my guys, and climb back up. And he had the opportunity to do so in December of 2023, my people, against Joseph Parker, but he was unable to do so. He was unable to create that one more stepping stone to climb on. And a win over Joseph Parker would have been the best thing at the time for his career, my people. But he lost via a unanimous decision. And that was in December of 2023. And he piled on yet again another loss, and this time round via a fifth round KO at the hands of Zhang in June of 2024. That is this year, my guys, my people. And after those two back-to-back losses, Deontay Wilder, at the time, he had no excuses, my guys. And took it on the chin like a true warrior, my people. However, though, time has passed. Some months have passed. A lot of months have passed, my guys. And Deontay Wilder now seems has had enough time to formulate an excuse. It seems, my guys, that he has now formulated an excuse to why he thinks he lost to Joseph Parker and Zhang, my guys. And he reveals all this on TMZ Sports, my people. Let's take a look at what Wilder. Sorry, my guys. Yeah, let's take a look at what Deontay Wilder had to say, my people, to TMZ Sports, my guys. And Wilder, he said this: I broke my arm back in November sometime. I didn't know. I had 2 tears on my shoulder. I could feel the pain, but I just thought it was an old injury. But recently I got an MRI done and everything was effed up in there. I didn't know because I have a high pain tolerance, my guys. my people. Now, I find this statement a bit confusing, and I'm really, really trying my hardest to make sense of it. But first of all, though, just let me just break down the statement a little bit to make it easier to explain. Um, well, he broke his arm in November. He said November, right? Well, he fought Parker in December of 2023. I hope if he said November, it must be November of 2023, my guys. And well, that would mean that a break, if it was a break indeed, what are the symptoms of a break? Bruising, pain, swelling, you name it, and anything to do with agony, my guys, is that's a break, my guys. And in the worst case scenario, the bone will be sticking out of the skin, my people. So how bad was this break, my people? That he was ready to fight Joseph Parker in December, just a month away. How bad was the break, my guys? You know, that he didn't even notice it. He didn't see the swelling. He didn't notice the pain. He said he felt a little bit of pain, but thought it was an old injury. So, then the pain couldn't have been that bad. It couldn't have been that bad for you to think it's an old injury. It couldn't have been that bad that that meant that you had to seek expert help. You know, that you had to go and get it checked out, get X-ray done to make sure that everything is good, because you got an important fight coming up. You got an important fight coming up versus Joseph Parker, so you need to give yourself the best chance to succeed in that fight. You don't want to go into a fight and not be 100%, my people. And in this case, if he had a broken arm, he's going into the fight with zero chance of winning, my guys. Zero chance of winning, my people. And so Deontay Wilder is saying he didn't notice any of these symptoms that I've mentioned that you can either see visually or you can feel, my guys, or you can feel them. And in that case, so I just find it very hard to believe that he was actually injured going into the fight, and if at all, possibly just some small niggles and stuff like that. Because Deontay Wilder, he seems to be confusing himself with a break and a tear, because he said he had two tears on his shoulder. So two tears, a ligament tear could be muscle sprain, but definitely not a break if you're talking about a tear, you know. So it's very, very confusing there, my guys. And apparently he carried these injuries to the Zhang fight as well, my guys. Well, of course you would, if you had an injury and you gone into a fight with Parker for 12 rounds, my guys. There's no way that you're not going to exacerbate. You're not going to make a break worse. A break that, if of course was healing, and you're throwing big punches in a fight, there's no way you're not going to make it worse. So possibly made it worse going into the Zhang fight, or possibly made those niggles worse. But even then, if it was just niggles, 7 months, 6-7 months from December to June of 2024, remember when he fought Zhang, he has enough time to heal up if it was just a tear and niggles, my guys, my people. So yeah, I find it very hard to believe Wilder, who in the past is no stranger to excuses. We know in his second fight with Deontay Wilder, he had all sorts of excuses. He blamed his suit, saying the suit was too heavy. By the time he got to the ring, his legs were already gone. He blamed that He blamed the referee that referee was in on it. He blamed his trainer Mark Breland, that Mark Breland was colluding with the opposite team, Fury's team, and he had his water spiked. you know, Mark Breland is disloyal, and also shouldn't have stopped the fight at the time when he stopped it. Deontay Wilder's reasoning behind it is that he is a warrior that is willing to kill in the ring, and so the same the same terms should apply to him when he's in a compromising situation, that he should be allowed to die, my guys. He calls it leaving on your shield, my guys, falling on your shield or whatnot. But Mark Brilliant, my guy, it's not paid to sign sign your death, my guys. He's paid to save your life. He's paid to save your life, not sign it away, my guys, to death in the ring, my people. That's not the job of a trainer, my guys. But Mark Brilliant, he lost his job. He lost his job because of that fight there. And amongst those excuses, there are many more that came from that fight. The glove gate, the most famous one, saying Fury had egg weights in his gloves and no padding and whatnot. Which I don't know. Those gloves did look quite funky. Those gloves did look a bit funky. Very, very suspect, my guys. But yeah, let's move on. This latest excuse for Wilder, it just doesn't make sense. I just don't understand it, to tell you the truth. Why now? Why make excuses now? I mean, why make excuses ever? Anyway, it's done. It's done. You lost, and try to do better next time. And if you can't, retire. After all, you are 40 years old, Deontay Wilder. And so after his loss to Zhang in June, calls for retirement were there for Deontay Wilder, who has is defying all of those calls, and he wants to come back, says his trainer Malik Scott, my guys, and he will be returning to the heavyweight division, my people. But since Deontay Wilder's decline, this fighter who once upon a time was heavily avoided by the top tier fighters, i.e. Anthony Joshua, my guys, even White, Chisora, none of these people who were so-called top heavyweights at the time, none of them were calling out Deontay Wilder, my people. Maybe to be fair to White, though, he was calling out Deontay Wilder when he was still champion, but that fight just never got made, my guys, my people. So but realistically though, who could Deontay Wilder fight? But before I go into that, let me talk about one person though that surprisingly has called out Deontay Wilder to fight, and that is Shannon Briggs, my people, who is right now, I believe 54 or 53 years old, who last fought in 2016, my people. Most notable names on his record: he beat the likes of George Foreman and Ray Mercer, by the way, but way past their prime, my guys. George Foreman at the time was 48, and Ray Mercer was, I believe, 42 or 43. And in each fight, Shannon Briggs was 25 years old and 26 years old, respectively, my guys, my people. And off the back of beating George Foreman, though, I believe Shannon Briggs went on to face the likes of Lennox Lewis for a title shot, which he lost. And then fought Vitaly Klitschko sometime after that, and he lost to Vitaly Klitschko too via unanimous decision. He did, however, managed to pick up the WBO title though, I've forgotten which fighter he picked up that against, but one thing I do know, that since he lost to Vitaly Klitschko, which year that is, I can't give you the exact year, but when he lost to Vitaly Klitschko, up until 2016, which was his last showing, he racked up 9 wins, my guys, and 8 of them coming via KO, my people. And since then, 2016, he has not fought. He stopped fighting when he was 44 years old, and now he's 54 years old. I think 54, 53. My guys, my people. And he's ready to come back, and he says the reason why he's not been fighting is because nobody is just willing to fight him, my guys, my people. But he wants to come back in March. And when he was asked in an interview who Wilder should come back against, because we know Wilder also, after losing to Zhang, has been trying to recover from that fight, and people are speculating as to whether he should retire or come back, my guys. And he has decided that he wants to come back, like I've said. And but who realistically though, aside from Shannon Briggs, should he come back against? Briggs, by the way, says yeah, he's coming back in March. But if Wilder is ready and he wants that fight, you should call him. He would take that fight. He thinks he's the perfect opponent right now for Deonte Wilder, who he feels needs somebody that would give him a confidence builder right now. Since his career is more or less rock bottom, guys, more or less rock bottom. But realistically, aside from Shannon Briggs, who is 54 years old, very dangerous fight against Wilder, you can only imagine the devastating effect Wilder's power could have on a 54, 53 years old Shannon Briggs, my guys. So let's look at more realistic fights. I think Dillian Whyte, who has been calling out Wilder, been calling out Wilder for a long time. Derek Chisora, who's been calling out Deontay Wilder since 2022 after beating Kubrat Pulev, and that call got louder, in 2024 when he beat Joe Joyce at the O2 Arena. So those two names, Anthony Joshua, both two top tier fighters, Wilder and Joshua, careers more or less on the same level now, rock bottom. They both had 4 losses as well. We also have Joe Joyce, who just had a loss. And it wasn't too long. Joe Joyce was a big name too. Wilder is still a big name. Wilder, who Fury says the only thing to him now that's keeping him in the sport is his name, just his name. There's no other reason why he should keep on fighting. You should stop fighting before something really bad happens to him, really. So but he has these names that I've mentioned. But who else does he have, man? Who else does he have? There's also Big Baby Miller. That's another possible fight for him. There is and then there is Francis Ngannou, my guys. Francis Ngannou. I think that would be a huge fight, a huge crossover fight. I know he's been introduced into boxing already with AJ and Tyson Fury, but Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder will be massive. Plus all these other fights I've mentioned with Deontay Wilder will fill up stadiums, my guys. Stadium fillers, my people. Deontay Wilder's name is still huge. You put him next to another name, even if it's a big name like Chisora or Whyte, or even Francis Ngannou, or even if they're not as big as Deontay Wilder, just decent size names, they will fill up stadiums, my people, my guys. Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, classic, filling up stadiums with that, you know. But anyway, that's all I have for you, my guys. That's all I have for you on this one. You can catch me some more right here on this channel, Body and Mind Sports, my people. And before you leave, do like, do share, subscribe, and of course, drop your comments below, my guys, my people. And as always, like I say, stay super, super blessed.